The power of the pause is deepening into this very moment. It's an invitation to reflect, reset, reorient, and tune into who you are, where you are in the present. It's an invitation to notice what's opening up for you. Notice what some of your maybe biggest failures have been, and in turn, what some of your biggest learnings are, and how you're going to compost all of the hard in life into greatness, into learnings and opportunities, and into possibilities, and into new ways of being. The power of the pause is being present in what is. It's not necessarily looking around you and noticing what's happening or not happening, or analyzing the present. It's simply noticing and being deeply attuned and alert to seeing what you see, hearing what you hear, feeling what you feel, and noticing what you notice. It's simply being present with who you are, where you're at in this very moment. And that is where the magic of the reset happens. That is where the magic of the reflection happens. And that is where the magic of new opportunities opening up happens. In the Northern Hemisphere, we have just come out of the longest night of the year and back into the light. And just like a seed who has been sleeping and just waiting to germinate, the power of the pause wakes us up to what's possible. Just as the light returning after the winter solstice wakes us up to what's possible, what's next. Issue 11 of Heart and Soul magazine is all about the power of the pause, how we can work with nature and learn from the elements. We do an ode to farmers, just showing deep gratitude and appreciation for all the food they put on our tables and the sacrifices they make so that we can have food to eat, whether they're farming conventionally or farming organically or biodynamically, or most farmers care about the food that they're putting on the table. And we have deep gratitude for each and every one of them, each and every one of you, if you're a farmer watching this. And the power of the pause in issue 11 also presences us with our own personal journey of well-being, of resetting, reflecting, and reorienting to what's next. And Nicolette Richet shares the power of mindful eating, and it's not what you're used to hearing. It's a little bit different, worth tuning into. And we also do a couple of reviews on some fabulous new books, Water Always Wins and Healing Grounds. If you haven't picked them up yet, I highly suggest you do. Both of the books bring you on magnificent journeys into new ways of thinking about regenerative agriculture and healing our grounds, healing soil, and new ways of working with water. And instead of trying to control water, learning how to collaborate with water in Water Always Wins. I wonder, how does the power of the pause show up for you in your life? And how can it serve you most purposefully and meaningfully? Does that mean creating space for the power of the pause on a daily basis, maybe in the mornings or in the evenings before you go to bed? Or is that a weekly practice where you stop, reflect, and reset? Or is it a monthly practice or a yearly practice? I just want to invite you to notice intuitively with your heart and with your mind what would serve you best with moving ahead with the power of the pause, and how can you create space for it in your life. I'm Natalie Forsbauer, founder and editor-in-chief of Heart and Soul magazine. I am deeply honored that you are on this journey with us. And thanks again for joining us here at Heart and Soil, for liking our videos, sharing them with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't joined us over at Heart and Soil Magazine yet, I invite you to hop on over to heartandsoulmagazine.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter or join our Heart and Soil community with a subscription to the magazine. You make yourself an amazing day. Big love.